Hey, what is up, guys? It's Andrew Murray and Jack Murray here, and we are here to bring you the recap on the Halifax Wanderers opening home match.
But don't forget to subscribe to him, AndrewMurrayTV, and don't forget to subscribe to me, Jack Murray TV. All one word for both.
We'll put a link in the description. Subscribe to the channels. It helps us get our reach out there. So, where do we start with this game? Well, this is an interesting game. This is the very first inaugural home match of the Halifax Wanderers. And it was incredible.
Now, this video, I'm going to be outshining him today. Because I have
so
an announcement.
So why are you wearing this shirt? What's this shirt you're wearing?
Okay, so guys, let's start at the beginning. I'm a ball boy for the whole season of the HFX Wanderers. Well, not every game, but I am a ball boy for the HFX Wanderers, and I was a ball boy for the opening game, so that was awesome. So they gave me this shirt. On one side, it's the Canadian Premier League logo, and on the other side, it's the HFX logo. A bright yellow shirt, and that's why I say I'm going to outshine him today.
Cool. So we got there pretty early, lots of time.
Yeah.
And yeah, just to get everything ready. So you were able to carry out the flag.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
So they chose also flag bearers. They also chose flag bearers out of the ball boys, and I was one of the six. I was one of the 6 people from kids from the ball boys that got selected to be a flag bearer.
Yeah, so they had a great opening ceremony. Went well, all that stuff. I think the whole thing was run really well. I was very pleased to see that the cameras were up high again, so we could get a good showing of the field. Unlike, my opinion of the view on Pacific FC, and it was a great. Everything was set up well, run well.
And also, when we were holding the flag, because like we were told, I was also holding the flag when it was scrunched up, because we had to unfold it on video, on live television. The camera went straight up to us, and I noticed it, and I was like, that happened quite a few times.
So what would you say the atmosphere was there? It got pretty rowdy over in the kitchen. There was it was packed. I think every seat was full.
Yes. Now, guys, if you don't know what the kitchen is, it is a maritime expression that when someone hosts a party, most of the people end up tying the kitchen because you eat there.
So it's kind of like the life of the party.
Yeah, it's like the life of the party, and I ended up being a ball boy that was right from the kitchen.
And so that was pretty cool. So as a ball boy,
and it was crazy.
Shouting.
Yeah, I heard, and these people were doing like, woo, yeah, and they were also doing boo when they didn't like what the ref did, and they're going like, woo, yeah, and rock on, rock on. And I was a little afraid of the loud, so I was like, I'll just turn this way, back towards the field. But I suppose we do need more of that atmosphere, because it is a new league, so it's that we need a bit more of the kitchen, though maybe not so scary, not so loud, or maybe it was just me because it was my first time being right beside the kitchen. But that is what the Canadian Premier League needs, more kitchens.
Yeah, it was intense, it was loud, there was lots of excitement, lots of energy, and so it makes it a great place for the Wanderers to play, and also for visiting teams to come and play with. So that is good.
Do you want to go to the second half?
So let's get into the game notes. So what happened with this was, started back and forth. The one thing that I wasn't sure about what was going to happen was I wasn't sure if Kyle Bekker would be playing, because in his first game he really should have got a red card because he put his elbow up, and even though the referee in that game did not catch it, I was under the impression that it could be looked at retroactively And so I'm surprised that he didn't get a red card. So we can start nicknaming him Red Card Bekker. But other than that, game got out to a quick start. A lot of energy. It was a very physical game. Wouldn't you agree, Jack? A lot
Yes,
of hard
but
tackles,
also if
fighting for the ball.
though hair soccer players changed their hair a lot, so maybe it'll catch on and maybe he'll turn his hair red from blonde, and then he'll really be Red Card Bekker.
Yeah, so
But
Iida
it was
started.
pretty intense.
Yeah.
So Iida started.
Iida started, and he actually won a free kick in about the 30th minute.
Good boy, Iida. Good boy.
Once again, and he struck it. A nice hard shot. And the ball kind of
hit the post.
It hit like a player, and then went
player.
up.
Yeah.
And the first one to the ball was Akeem Garcia, and he just beat the goalie to it, smashed it into the net. 1-0.
Akeem Garcia.
Side given. No drop for Iida on the edge of the penalty area. He's twisting and turning, and he's got a free kick in a very dangerous position. Iida strikes it straight into the wall, and there's the rebound. And Akeem Garcia has scored the first ever goal for the Halifax Wanderers. Iida's free kick somehow deflecting to him.
Garcia did have an amazing game today. It was awesome. He played really well.
He was really running and gunning up that left side. Then Kyle Bekker nearly had a free kick that actually hit the crossbar, almost went in, and that's how the first half ended.
And during the first half, the day before, I had looked at their mascot, a blue-nosed it's a dog.
Nova Scotia duck troller.
Duck troller, blue nose. It's a breed from Nova Scotia, and that's the HFX's mascot. And at the end, I was thinking.
And we saw the mascot.
And I was thinking we had a little break for halftime. Talked to Gutierrez a bit. And
then the second half.
And then here, out of nowhere, here comes a Rover waltzing down guest lane, high-fiving everyone, woo, and
you got a high five from Rover.
So he went past all of the ball boys, and then later I was looking at him. The camera actually caught me staring at him. So he came to me, and I high-fived him. And then he did that to my hair, and then he high-fived the other ball boys. Double high-fiving.
All right, let's get back to the game. So second half, the Forge's Kadell Thomas got an equalizer on a cross, came across in from the left side, and he just kind of got his foot on it, just kind of slid it into the net. 1-1.
Playing it in behind the fullback, and it's a great ball into the box, and there's the equalizer from Kadell Thomas. And he makes no mistake when the cross comes in.
And then it was going back and forth. Iida came out, and Gutierrez came in. Big save on Tristan Borges in the 87th minute. But just before that, there was a mistake in clearing from Forge, and Perea was able to be first to the ball, smash it into the net with a low hit.
He makes no mistake when the cross comes in.
And
the kitchen
the Wanderers
and
the win they were.
Yeah, they like the first. I know this is late, but I forgot to mention it when they first scored. I just looked back at the people, and they had set off like blue smoke in the air. I was like, whoa, and that was pretty surprising. And on the second half, Rover was so excited. He was like, woo! And then he gave me he double high-fived me again. He gave me a hug. He did this to my hair again, which I liked. So yeah, Rover was really into it, and if you don't know, he's like a super dog, and he kept doing these poses like muscle. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was good. Everyone was really happy about that. I think everyone really thought the whole event came off really well.
Yes.
We were able to talk to the event coordinator. She was pretty busy, but it was all good. After the event, we got to meet some of the Wanderers. We'll throw some pictures up on this video.
Yes.
Of some of the Wanderers that we were able to
meet and take a picture with,
chat a bit with, and
take a picture
before they went on their thing, and yeah, so that's pretty good. So you'll see some pictures now of some of the Wanderers that we were able to snap some pictures with, and they were very gracious to give us that time to do that.
Yeah, and also, you forgot to mention it, they actually had a big fight where most of the team came in, and yeah, they had a big fight. They were screaming at each other. The ref had to break it up. It took like 2 minutes, actually, right?
Yeah, so I guess one of the Forge players was losing their temper, and they smashed into Perea, and
then Perea got mad.
Yeah, and so he got mad, and so started to kind of really congest, and then people in the crowd were shooting, fight.
Yes, the kitchen behind me was like, fight. So the Forge was on the closest, like right there where we had switched sides, and the goalies, the Forge's goalie was beside, like on my side, and he came in. Gutierrez came in. It was all big.
Yeah. So the ref at that point, the assistant linesman came running over from the other side across the field, just to try to make sure that things were calming down. I was a little disappointed that the ref decided to give a yellow card first to Perea and then to the other Forge player, because I thought really it was initiated by the Forge player, and there were a couple calls that the ref made. I was a little surprised that because normally in men's game you see a male ref, and in females games you have a female ref.
Yeah,
this was a female ref, which is fine. I mean, it's totally sanctioned.
I thought it was good that they kind of switched it up a bit.
Yeah, so I thought that was totally fine. The one thing though is I think there were a couple fouls that
she should have called.
And a couple that were really soft, that were called against the Wanderers that weren't really fouls, in my opinion. And she also gave a yellow card to
John Elton?
To Jan Michael Williams, the keeper. And I don't even think he had the ball for that long. But
they also gave...
at that point the Wanderers were in game management mode. Slowing things down, keeping possession, taking it to the corner.
Yeah, at one point the ref, since the guy was saying too long, as soon as she blew the whistle, they were allowed to pressure it, which I thought was really kind of unfair. And they were like 2 feet from the player, but they did a nice little chip, and it went like down the line, then it got it in. It came out of nothing, but I thought that was kind of really unfair. I know that they're wasting time. Just give them a warning.
All right, so key performer. Who is a key performer for you?
What's a key performer?
Like the best player.
Oh, best player. HFX or Forge?
HFX. Well, whichever you want.
Like out of everything?
Yeah, whichever you want. Who do you want to single out as, a player or two that you thought did really well?
I'll have to go with Iida on this. And by the way, the kitchen was always shouting, Iida! 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 Iida!
Yeah, Iida's quickly becoming a fan favorite. One of the things is what's really nice about him is he can beat players on the dribble, and he's not afraid to do that. And there were at least 3 times where he
cleared the ball,
sidestepped, and just kind of used his great footwork to get around someone.
Yeah, and he also made some great clears when they could have scored, which the kitchen behind me was like, "Go Iida! Yeah, you can do it!" Yeah, and they were also saying they loved when the goalie booted up the ball. They're saying, "Send her to the moon! Send her to the moon!"
Yeah, so for me, I definitely think Iida was a top performer.
Yeah.
I also was impressed with Langlois in both games, the left back, because not only he kind of finds himself stopping up, breaking up plays defensively, but he's quick to move it up the line and move it up to Garcia on the left wing there.
Yes.
Who also really kind of charged in, and if he wasn't kind of first to move, that first goal wouldn't have happened. So all in all, a pretty exciting day. We had a totally incredible day.
Yeah.
Being able to witness everything that went on and see the very first Wanderers home game. I think Halifax is really going to be excited to support the Wanderers.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think that HFX could become a big club just from hearing the kitchen, and there are a lot of fans that didn't come to their opening game because they don't have like huge capacity, but I am sure that HFX in time will blossom into a huge club, or at least that's what I think.
Great, so it's a great game, and you can catch the replay on OneSoccer.ca, and there'll be a link in the description to that. And other than that, have yourself a fantastic day, and keep it locked. Subscribe for more updates about the Canadian Premier League and the Halifax Wanderers.
Yes.